What's up, guys? I just wanted to jump in real quick and just do a really quick video on the secret to printing money with YouTube acquisition. So this is going to be for my business owners out there. This is going to be for coaches, consultants, online agency owners, service-based businesses, SaaS businesses, etc. How do you get YouTube to work for you? This is what we're going to be talking about. And first of all, let me just show you some proof that it's working. I made an entire video going over 277K months, uh, consistently doing 200, 300K, absolutely crushing it. And this is from sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and of course, clients. And not only am I getting clients, but I'm also building relationships. So I've been able to get into rooms that, I just never would have been able to get into. In many cases, completely free, whereas everyone else was paying, a lot of money to be there because of my YouTube channel, right? So I've been able to make friends. I get podcast requests all the time. Usually I turn them down, but I probably should start doing more of those. And yeah, building relationships is huge. And when you have a YouTube channel where you're one of the authorities in your niche, it's just so much easier to build relationships. And of course, it's really good for making money as well. And I've got a bunch of client testimonials as well. Again, I've shown those in other videos before, tons of them. I'll have them pop up on the screen. I'll also have the 277K month pop up on the screen as well, and other months where I've done really well. So yeah, that's proof that it's working. Now, why? Why YouTube? Well, basically, YouTube has incredible earning potential. There are some YouTubers that are making $100 million a year. I mean, Mr. Beast is making $100 million a year. It might even be more than that. His company is, I think Mr. Wonderful said that Mr. Beast shouldn't sell his company for anything less than $10 billion, right? I mean that's how much money he's able to generate from YouTube. So imagine what you can do as a business owner, and it's just starting. YouTube is, a lot of people think, oh, YouTube's been around for a while. No, YouTube hasn't even hit its heyday yet. It's really just getting started. Like, more and more people are watching YouTube, and not only are more and more people watching YouTube, but it's the platform where people go for long form content, right? And long form content is so much more powerful than short term. Yes, TikTok has a ton of people, watching TikTok content, right? But those people aren't forming real relationships. They aren't spending a lot of time on the forming a real relationship with a brand. Because most other platforms focus on short form dopamine inducing content. It's very transactional. It's like, basically the transaction is, you give me dopamine and I watch your content. Whereas YouTube is much deeper than that, right? It's you're, in many cases, like, longer videos end up doing better, and so you can really deep dive on things, and that's why YouTube is the ideal platform, especially if you're a business owner. And YouTube is the prime platform for long form educational content, specifically educational content. Now, of course, you can add a little bit of entertainment in there. That's no problem. In fact, you should try to make your content entertaining, and if you can. But most other platforms, they're not really educational. It's like 99% entertainment and like 1% education. YouTube is like 50-50, right? It's 50-50 on YouTube. And it's incredible for building relationships as well. Like I said before, not only with your fans, because they form parasocial relationships, which, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's kind of interesting, but they feel like they actually know you. When people meet me in real life, they literally feel like they know me, which is a little weird for me, of course. But I I'm always like super cool with people when they meet me in real life. But of course, it's a little bit weird because I don't know them at all, and they feel like they literally know me from YouTube long form. Whereas you see someone on like Instagram or TikTok, I don't think you really feel like you know them if you meet them in real life. And it really helps viewers know, like, and trust you, not only viewers, but other people in your industry. And it's incredible for lead generation and nurturing, right? So, of course, you convert leads, but YouTube like a lot of other platforms, if you get traffic from, for instance, TikTok, for instance, you have to get them on another platform, usually an email list or a group or something, and that's where you nurture them, right? On YouTube, a lot of the time the clients are nurtured right on the platform automatically. So by the time you get them from that platform to another platform, whether it's a sales call or an email list, etc., they're pretty much ready to buy, right? You don't need a complex funnel. You don't need to be a marketing genius to make YouTube work. Like, I'm not a marketing genius, right? I'm a traffic genius, but I'm not a marketing genius, right? And you don't have to be when you have YouTube. And unlike other platforms, YouTube serves as both a lead generation and a nurturing tool. Okay. Um, so, content strategy, and I'm going to make this as simple as possible. You want to make educational content. Of course, you can have a little bit of entertainment in there. That never hurts. But you don't want to be like a dancing clown, right? Make educational content. Uh, have it be as raw and authentic as it can be. Partially, especially when you first begin, because this is easy, right? It's easy to just be yourself on camera. What's really hard is when you try to put on a facade and pretend like you're somebody else, like pretend like you're some kind of Casey Neistat or Ali Abdal clone. Don't do that. Just be yourself, be raw and authentic. People love that. That's why people come to YouTube. You don't have to have a super fancy set and like all this stuff. Later on down the line, if you want to do that, that's totally fine. But you guys see, like, this is a B2B channel. I've had incredible success with this channel. And it only has a few thousand subscribers, but I make super basic content, even though I have a professional studio right over there, in that room over there. I just make super basic content on this channel because it's B2B, and people who are sophisticated, like business owners, for instance, they don't really need to be entertained, right? They want to be educated, and they want to know that it works, and they want to know how it works, but they don't need to really be entertained, right? Now, if you're an expert, of course, position yourself as one. Expert positioning is great. People are more willing to pay experts. However, if you're not, just go ahead and document your journey and build in public. This is what Iman Ghazi did. When Iman Ghazi first started posting on YouTube, he was not an expert, right? But he positioned himself kind of as a learner, and he showed his journey of becoming an expert. Now he certainly is an expert, right? And then when it comes to the types of content, focus on how-tos and listicles, as well as other types of content like interviews, podcasts, and case studies as well. Okay. These types of content work really well. Now, of course, it's going to be different for everyone, but these are the ones that I would check out. How-tos and listicles are the easiest to make, so a lot of people start with those, but these are the ones that I would look into. Those tend to be the best for they tend to be the best bang for the buck for getting traffic and converting the traffic. For instance, podcasts and interviews especially convert extremely well, but they usually don't get that many views. How-tos are kind of in the middle. Listicles don't convert as well, but they get a lot of views, right? So try those out, see which one you like the best. And then when it comes to funnel setup, use qualifying questions to refine who you actually want to take calls with. And this, of course, you probably already have product market fit, but it can always get better. You can always understand your market on a deeper level. For instance, psychographics, right? Some really good tricks for this, by the way, is take all of your sales calls, okay? Take all of your sales calls, get the transcripts from the sales calls, which you can do with AI. Chances are you already have them on AI if you use something like Fathom. There's a bunch of these AI video / call recorders. But take all the transcripts, put them into one Google Doc, upload that Google Doc to an AI tool like Claude or even ChatGPT, and then just ask it 2 questions. Ask it, what are the most common questions that people ask, and then have it actually tally all of them. And then what are the most common objections, right? And have them tally that as well. And then have it create a report for you. And this is going to help you tremendously, right? When it comes to qualifying. Also, ask your team, look who's easy to get results for. So just as an example, when I first started my YouTube program, I did beginners And I basically had three different avatars: beginners, YouTubers that want to basically automate, grow their YouTube channel, etc., which is what I do. I help people grow and make money on YouTube. Basically, I'm the YouTube for busy business owners guy, right? And then business owners, right? Business owners that want to grow on YouTube. So these are these three different avatars, right? And the beginners, hard, really hard to get results for them, of course, because they're a beginner, right? You know, it's like it's hard to get results for a beginner the first time you do business. However, YouTube and business owners was easy, easy to get results for. Um, and so now I just target this, and really I focus more on the business owner thing, and I end up getting a lot of YouTubers anyways with just focusing on business owner positioning. So yeah, know who you actually want to take calls with. Make sure you have your questions, your qualifying questions set up so that you are only taking calls with people who are very likely to be your ideal client, right? And another thing, I really can't stress the importance of this because you know one thing you should be tracking is revenue per booked call. Okay, so I'm just going to go BC revenue per book call. And you know, with B2C, revenue per book call might be like $500, right? $500 per book call. With B2B, you know, it might be like 2 to 3K per book call, right? So yeah, that's a lot better. So it's easier to get them results. You make more money with them. You don't have to take as many calls to make money. And yeah, right. So I know like every marketer has said this a million times, but it's actually like fundamental. It's super important. Know who you actually want to take calls with. But initially, you could just get on the phone with everyone to gauge potential. That's exactly what I did, right? I got on the phone with everyone and I figured out who I want to work with. And now, you know, all my messaging is going to go in that direction. So let's talk about a simple funnel. You can literally just post a Calendly link. This is like the simplest funnel of all time, and it actually works decently well. Now, of course, it's not going to work as well as like a good VSL, but when you're first starting, and if you're not 100% sure who your target demographic is, or you just want to like narrow things down even further, or maybe you want to broaden things up, just go ahead and take calls with everyone. And a Calendly link actually works great because a lot of people, when they see a VSL, their defenses go up. But if they just see like, oh, I can just literally book a call with this person, yeah. And if you're making niche content, right, for a sophisticated audience, you're not going to have to worry too much about really low quality leads. And so it'll actually cause a lot of people to book calls with you. Um, the first, yeah, like when I first started on this channel that you're watching, I literally just had a Calendly link in the description and that's it. And I booked a good amount of calls with that. And, you know, of course, ask them qualifying questions and stuff, but it actually works really well. And then you can use platforms like ClickFunnels or Go High Level to create a simple funnel. Those are the two most common ones that people are using. Of course, there's other ones, but ClickFunnels and Go High Level are the two most common ones that people are using right now. And then slightly complex funnel. You know, I eventually I went to this where I created a simple VSL. Now, this you can actually check out the VSL. It'll be down in the description in the pinned comment below. I might replace it at some point, but if this video just posted, it'll probably be there. I literally just recorded a Loom video, right? It was very simple, super simple VSL. Recorded a Loom video, and it worked really well. Okay, and that's again to pre-qualify leads to make sure that you're not getting the same questions over and over again on the sales call. And this works really well for both B2B and B2C. Usually for B2C, you're going to have like a fancier VSL that sells really hard, you know. Whereas B2B is it's much more logical, and that's why simple VSLs like the ones that I have been using will actually work pretty well, right? And yeah, that's basically how it's done. It's really that simple. Like the secret to printing money on YouTube with acquisition, the only trick is just to make the right type of content, and that's what this whole channel is about. Like you don't have to have a super fancy marketing strategy if you're just very simply making the right type of content. So if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel because I give away all the best stuff on this channel. I mean, I tell you guys exactly what I do. I literally show you guys. I take you behind the scenes, tell you exactly what I do to have a highly successful YouTube channel where I'm bringing in multiple six figures per month. So that's about it for today. Book a call if you are a busy business owner that wants to have success on YouTube, and I will see you next time.